2-Minute Python. Variables. Programs process data which we can put as part of our code. This is okay if the data isn't going to change, but if it did, we'd have to rewrite our program. We call these literals. Usually we want to be able to change the data values, as this makes the program more useful. For this we use a variable, so called because its value can be varied. Anywhere we might put a literal, we can also put a variable. Variables can also be used to store the results of operations for use at a later time in our program. Think of variables as the status indicators for the things your program needs to know about. The status is the value that it contains right now, and the name is how you look it up. So you might have a status for the number of lives in a game which you could set to an initial value and take one from it when required. You could also check the value currently in the variable and end the game when the value reaches 0. Good variable names describe the thing that they contain. Consider this. It's almost meaningless. We can tell what it does, but it doesn't help us understand the purpose of the program. But this makes far more sense. It's easier to read and will also mean you don't need to work so hard to document your code. Longer names do not slow down or decrease the efficiency of your program. Always choose descriptive variable names. Variable names can only contain letters, numbers and underscores, but the first character can only be a letter or an underscore. Assigning a value to a variable is easy. Just give the variable a name, followed by an equal sign, and then the value you want to assign to it. Whatever you put on the right must resolve to value and can be a literal, another variable, a calculation, a function call, or any combination of these. To see and or use what a variable contains, you simply need to give the name. Because it's a variable, you can change the value. However, changing the value does not change any results that were calculated with it previously, but if you rerun the calculation, the current value for each variable will be used. There's a problem with this line of code because a variable hasn't been defined. That means that when Python tries to look it up, it won't find it. Look for the message "is not defined" to tell you which variable is causing the problem. Thanks for watching this 2-minute Python video. I hope you found it useful. Please comment on and like this video, and be sure to watch the other videos in the series.